Come on in now. Welcome to the Wicker Bar. You know me. I'm the host of this video, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Del Ridge. We are here in the Juarez neighborhood of Mexico City, and we went to another liquor store today. Unfortunately, most of the additives, if I want to get like a creme de cassis or something like that, it's just not really cost effective. So we went to the market this morning. We had delicious breakfast. We picked up some more limes, some more oranges, and we were thinking about what we could do. So we decided that we were going to go for the watermelon margarita, sandia, if you're down here. So I'm going to the watermelon margarita. I'm gonna peel this watermelon. I'm gonna whir it up in the NutriBullet that they have here, which is a little bit bigger than the one we have at home. No, seems like it's a little bit bigger of a chassis. I'm gonna peel it, cut it up into chunks, whir it up. I'm gonna have some watermelon juice, and for the watermelon margarita, it's just gonna be the watermelon juice that we extract from this watermelon and some lime juice. There is no citrus reamer, and today, once again, one of those days where it's like eventually we just have to stop. Even just this afternoon, we went to the store and we picked up some cheese and a few more bottles of water and a bottle of Squirt, because tomorrow we're going to do the Paloma. We have one grapefruit here, but we will go and pick up a few more, and we just took like one block detour, and it's like everywhere you go in this neighborhood, there's stuff. And these guys, I've seen, like I said, we did a bunch of this research on the internet and YouTube and Google, and we're going for a taco tour. I mean, shit, there's just within a 4-block radius of where we are, there's just, I mean, you wouldn't be able to eat one taco at every place. And then it's also different. They have different stuff. When we're out in the morning, people are out selling their desayuno, their breakfast fare, and then you get in the afternoon, and it's all different stuff. So just as we were walking around, more stuff that we hadn't seen before. So the best way, if you're doing this, you just kind of want to cut off the bottom, cut off the top. That just gives you a good base for peeling the skin off of this. I want to make sure we cut it down to get rid of the white, or the pith, as it were. Today we saw so much stuff. We were at the end of the Avenue Reforma. We got to the end of that. First, it started off with just a bunch of painted skulls. Must have been 100 of those, and then the Sofitel, a very expensive hotel, entering into their parking area, they had the marigold. Ofrenda, that was designed by Jean-Paul Gaultier, which was fairly magnificent. The marigolds being, I guess, I'm not really sure exactly what the significance of the marigolds are, but they are, orange marigolds are everywhere, and they do seem to be strongly represent. And then so we get to the end of the Reforma, then there's all these paper mache creatures, another hundreds of these things. Just you just start taking pictures, like it just keeps on going. And as we're going, there's a lot of mostly women and young children that are selling their trinkets, and then all of a sudden they just start packing everything up. So we weren't really quite sure. We were kind of trying to wait around to see if we saw police or something. Best we could figure is that they were like didn't have licenses or something. And then as we kept walking, and we got to, what was the park that we got to?
I don't remember the name.
Huge park with where the zoo is, but bunch of museums. Then there's this little area that is like some sort of safe zone for people to smoke their marijuana, which was really weird. It must not have been, being from the Pacific Northwest, or basically the West Coast of the United States. We have no shortage of marijuana, and I used to enjoy the smell of marijuana when I was out. It's like now it almost becomes nauseating because it's just everywhere. So we're just going to take a break for a second. I'm going to get this watermelon whirred up in the NutriBullet. We're going to get the shaker. I'm going to put some ice in a bowl or something, and we're going to finish this up. So just hang tight. We are live from Mexico City. This is night number 2. It's Tuesday. We are on our way to Arena, Mexico, which the place Rael picked, market right across the street. Arena, Mexico is barely a 10-minute walk away, and we're going to go see the first part of a 3-part series that they're doing of Dia de los Muertos there at Arena, Mexico. We already walked up there earlier on today to see where it was.
The Lucha Libre.
Lucha Libre, CMLL. My tongue's tied with Spanish. I'm doing my best here. So just hang tight. I'm going to finish this up. All right, here we go. I have the watermelon made. God, I don't know however much that is. Four cups or so. So it's Bosque de Chapultepec. That's where we went. There was a couple of 2 or 3 museums in there. A zoo. There was a lake where you could rent little rowboats, those little paddle boats that you use with your feet, and also paddle boats that were shaped like a swan. And there was so much stuff going on there that we thought we were going to start doing it, and we're going to go back. We're going to go back there tomorrow. And it was interesting as we were walking out of the neighborhood that we're in. This neighborhood, people are walking around and they're not on their phones like you're accustomed to seeing in the United States, or at least in Seattle, depending on where you are. But then as we got toward, there's a little bit more swishy area.
Zona Rosa.
And everybody's on their phones, and that's where we are. Like the plate of food that we're getting at the market, it's ranges some places at 60 pesos, some places at 65. Then once you start to get over there, it's 165 pesos. I mean, for basically, okay, well, the environment that you're eating in is going to be a little bit different, but the food, you're not going to be like where we're, at the Cocina Margarita or whatever the place is that we're going to go and eat there every day. And when you're there for lunch, she's there making the tortillas right there, and you're getting your plate of food and the tortillas, and I guess some people, if you're freaked out about people touching your food and all of that, I guess maybe I'm a little bit freaked out about it, but I'm not watching anybody. Nobody's got their hands in their pants, picking their ass or picking their nose or sneezing or anything like that. If they were doing that, that'd be a little bit more of a cause for alarm for me. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to fill this shaker up. I'm going to go about halfway with our watermelon juice. Where are those cups at, Ray? I'm glad that they have some sexy glassware here. And I'm just going to go, do you think I should put all that lime in, or is that going to make it too tart?
How much is it?
I'm sure this is about 2 ounces right here.
That's good.
You think 2 ounces?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a hard time getting all the tequila in there now. That's going to be the problem. We found that this tequila that we got here, it's not as strong as the other stuff. So even though I did put 6 ounces in the cocktails last night, we did have to add a little bit. Well, maybe I'm just going to kind of
free pour.
Maybe I'm just going to kind of free pour it like this, and I'm not even going to shake it. I'll just put a little bit of ice in the cups, and we'll kind of go like that. What do you think?
Would you like a bar spoon?
I can run over and get a spoon.
Here's one here.
Oh. That was too windy. So a little bit more strength. Here we go. We stopped off for lunch at La Fortuna, which was just another block away from here. We were trying to find a place that we could go to where we could have a beer and some food, and they did have some delicious tortas for 37 pesos, and I didn't know how much the beer was. They had Negro Modelo, the dark Modelo. They had some Coronas and then some Victoria. We went for the Victoria. All right, let's see how this is going to be. That tastes a little bit a little bit more robust than the ones that we had last night. I think because the watermelon doesn't have like a whole big depth of flavor. Well, anyway, it is about 6 o'clock here in the Juarez neighborhood of Mexico City. We're going to finish these drinks. The Lucha Libre starts at 7:30. We figure we're going to get there about 7 o'clock. We walked around there. Just, I mean, the amount of, I mean, this is the epitome of street food. I mean, it is just like, and these aren't guys that are like selling street food and it's like you're paying restaurant prices. I mean, this is like, and even the tacos around here, the tacos are like 12 pesos. When you get over into Swishy Town, they're 20 pesos. Same stuff. And I mean, we walked around last night. We got these burritos. We thought that we were going to need 2 apiece, and it's like barely able to eat one. Anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. You know what that is in Seattle? Wiener Wednesday. We're going to be making the Paloma, and we might be cooking in. I don't know. It's just it's almost where we are. It's almost more cost effective to just eat out, but we'll see what happens. We don't want to just sit down somewhere and pay a little bit of extra money. If we're just, I mean, the food just around here is incredible. It's reasonably priced, and don't say cheap, because I think if you're saying cheap, you're cheapening not only the city, but you're cheapening the people of Mexico City. It's inexpensive, and it's good, and it's fresh, and they're making it every day. It's fucking excellent. We're going to be back tomorrow live from Mexico City.